Well, hello, my faithful YouTube viewers and listeners. This is Jer Bear. Today is Wednesday, November 25th, 2020. It is Thanksgiving Eve for us Americans. I hope you've been doing well. I know it's been a while since I've done a daily rant recording. I've been sick in bed for the past week. And I'm starting to feel somewhat better. For a while, I had lost my ability to taste and smell things. But now that's starting to come back. The ability to taste and smell is starting to recuperate slowly but surely. And today I feel energized enough. I'm feeling good enough to where I want to do a daily rant recording. And I hope you've all been doing well, and I hope you've been preparing for tomorrow's big feast. Today's rant, and before I get to the crux of the matter, I just want to point out, I want to preface my rant with this. A very dear friend of mine, a very close friend of mine, was recently diagnosed with COVID. He tested positive for COVID. And I don't understand how the government is not putting travel bans, especially during the Thanksgiving holiday. I don't understand why the government isn't putting a halt on domestic or worldwide travel, knowing that we're in the middle of a pandemic spike. We're in the middle of a COVID spike. I don't know why the government isn't saying, you know what, we're in the middle of a pandemic. The numbers are getting bigger and bigger and bigger, not in a good way. And we're putting restrictions, we're putting bans on travel. I don't know why they didn't do it. Because it's the same government who's releasing this information, the data, but yet they're allowing people to travel simultaneously. To me, it doesn't make any fucking sense at all. The government knows this, but yet they're allowing people to not only put their own lives at risk, but they're allowing these people to chance the health and well-being of other people of which they are surrounded. Now, I haven't been out of the house in about a week, and I've been in bed for most of the past week. I've been getting lots of rest. I've been drinking lots of fluids. In fact, I'm drinking a red Powerade right now. It's my favorite drink, my new favorite drink. But when I feel better, I'll be back to Pepsi again. Good stuff. But I can't understand why the government didn't put a stop to the traveling. Now, I know a lot of you who are listening to this are thinking, well, Jared, the COVID pandemic had pretty much killed 2020, and people have had enough, which I even pointed out in my Sunday video this week, that, yeah, there are rules in place, there are guidelines set in place by the CDC, and I understand that people are stressed out, they're tired, they're sick and tired of having everything ripped away from them because of the pandemic. That I understand. But I also pointed out that people aren't going to take this lying down because of the fact that because most of 2020 was robbed. It was robbed of everybody. Well, for about the past 8 months, I'd say. But it's really it's alarming to me that there's people out there who can't be more considerate of other people, and think that it's not just your life, it's other people's lives too. And it's really a shame, because now a very close person to me, now he's tested positive for the COVID, and it's all because people are refusing to wear their fucking mask when they go into the stores. They're refusing to fucking follow the rules. They're refusing to do what they are told because they have this ego or this complex that prohibits them from actually following orders. I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is, but there's no other explanation. That's all I can come up with, is that these people have egos and they think they think they're above and beyond the pandemic. And it's really just astounding to me how so many people are totally and blatantly disregarding the dangers of this pandemic. And I don't know. I was checking out this site called FlightAware, and it shows that there are over 7,000 flights currently in the air. Over 7,000. I mean, that's no wonder the COVID pandemic is going to spike. I mean, look at all the people who are out and about traveling, and they're disregarding the health of other people, and it's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. I don't know. And I wanted to take this time before I forget. I wanted to take this time to thank the handful of friends, all these people who are allegedly friends of mine, but I never hear from them unless I'm reaching out to them first. Well, it's not the case for all my friends. There's a handful of people that reach out to me daily, whether it be through text or email. They're checking on me, seeing how I'm doing. So if you're one of those people who have been checking on me, without me reaching out to you first, thank you for that. I appreciate your concern. I appreciate you checking up on me. Not a lot of people do that. These people who call me their friends, and yet I never hear from them unless I'm reaching out to them first. It doesn't make any sense. When you've been sick in bed for a week, you discover just how many things in the world make absolutely no fucking sense. And that's one of them. I mean, but that's always never made sense to me. Like, I make time for everybody else. And for you just to check on me or to respond to a text or an email, that it's like asking too much. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. And that's okay. I'll keep to myself like I have before, and I don't know. It's fine. I've had a lot of people lie to me. I know that much. They've lied to me so many different times on so many different occasions. They've lied to me, or they're lying about me. Of course, I don't have Facebook anymore, so I'm not there to see anything. I'm not there to witness anything. I haven't even concerned myself with, what could be said on Facebook or what's being said. I don't even concern myself with it anymore. And I'm not saying, that it's people in general. I mean, these are people from the childhood cancer demographic. The most sleaziest people on earth. That they would actually do the shit they do to put other people down, and because it makes them feel better. I mean, it's pretty fucking sleazy to me, I don't know. I guess I would have expected better, but maybe my expectations are too high for these people. I don't know. Maybe they've always been. The good guy branded as a bad guy, while the bad guys, the actual bad guys, are being branded as the good guys. Some people are still stuck on stupid, and they're defending the same jerk-off, manipulative, predatory dickheads. And you know what? I heard that Milk Tyson was under investigation. I pointed that out in the Sunday video update this week. Milk Tyson is under investigation. Good. Good. That makes me happy because he needs to be under investigation. He needs to be looked into a lot more. But like I said, as far as anyone saying anything about me, I don't know. I really don't care because I'm not on Facebook to see it. I'm not there to defend myself. But even if I were on Facebook, all those people have me blocked anyway, so they can say whatever they want to their heart's content, and I can't defend myself in any way, shape, or form. I don't know. I thought people were better than that, and they're not. And they've demonstrated any number of times that they're not as great as they want people to believe they are, because you show a little bit of love and compassion and understanding and they flip the fuck out. They make mountains out of molehills, especially the women. They want to make a federal case out of everything. It's just people are fucking nasty. The childhood cancer demographic is full of shrew people. They're nasty as fuck. Nasty. Not all of them, but most of them. I don't want to label every person in the childhood cancer world as nasty or sleazy or a shrew, because they're not all the same. But it just blows me away how sex predators are defended and drug dealers are offended and narcissists, egocentric, egomaniac, moron, dipshit assholes are defended. I gave up on the whole, more than 4 thing. I got tired of chasing my fucking tail. Eventually everybody else will catch on too. They live under this delusion that things are actually going to change. That we're actually going to see progress. We're actually going to see improvements. Don't count on it. Don't count on it. And it's not just because of the behaviors of the people who are, in this particular demographic. It's not just that. It's the fact that the government does not give a fuck about the people. The government is more geared at getting rich at our expense because we're the ones who are sick, and they keep us perpetually sick so that way they can profit. And it's just like these people in the childhood cancer world who are quote unquote they're perpetually offended. They're perpetually offended about things that they know are never going to change, but they stay offended because it's making them look good. They're putting on a good show for Facebook. And then if they get really popular, then they go in front of the press. It's like, since when did childhood cancer become glamorous, I don't know. What I do know is that these people have lost their fucking minds. The more than 4 thing, I think it's a matter of time before the rest of the demographic of people, it's just a matter of time before they wake up and they realize that they've been wasting their time just as much as I've been wasting mine, thinking that things are going to change. They won't. And people are constantly running my name into the ground. But they say, well, why should anybody listen to Jared Fuller? Like, seriously. Well, being a childhood cancer survivor and having gone through that, Maybe you should. Instead of making your avatars about me on Facebook, why don't you actually listen and take into consideration what I'm trying to fucking tell you? Why don't you think about it? Why don't you chew on it for a little while? Think about what I'm telling you. There's two reasons why nothing is going to change. The main reason being because the government doesn't give a fuck about your kids. They never have and they never will. But yet you keep going back to the voting booth. And number two, a part of it does have to do with the behaviors of the people within the demographic. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I've cast quite a few stones, but, being an advocate, when I see something wrong, I point it out. You can call that, me being cynical. You can call it whatever you want. But listen, not all advocates have ulterior motives. Most of them do. I never did. But it's different when you're actually the survivor. I mean, I've actually had Debbie Carver tell me that I was on the outside looking in. What the fuck are you talking about, bitch? I was not on the outside looking in. I have always been on the fucking inside. I have always been on the inside. I don't know who she thinks she is, but I do know one thing. She loves to get credit for every little thing she does. Doesn't matter who she helps. She wants her name attached to it because she wants the credit, and she does it for the credit. Like most people. Tom Mitchell does. Debbie Carver, Milk Tyson, Ronnie Duvall. All these people. The childhood cancer world is sabotaged because of people like this. They're more concerned about looking good in front of the world instead of actually, doing what they're supposed to do. That's why it's like, yeah, I'm over here now. I removed myself from that cause. If people have questions they want to ask me, that's fine, but I'm not going to waste another breath, raising awareness, or at least trying to get people aware of, this is what is happening, this is what needs to change. I'm not even going to waste my time with it anymore because the people aren't worth the fucking time. I've wasted my time on the wrong people, and they all kiss each other's asses anyway. So, and I'm not an ass kisser. I think that's one of the reasons why they didn't want me in their little group. Well, I don't want to be in a fucking group. In fact, I didn't even want to be in the demographic, but because I've been a survivor all these years, yeah, that kind of puts me there, 31 years, and Debbie Carver would have the nerve to say, well, you're on the outside looking in. Excuse you, bitch? I'm not on the outside looking in. You are on the outside looking in. You've never had to go through what I've had to go through, so what the fuck are you talking about? Like I said, it's all about that glory, the glamour, the spotlight. Carrie Rickman, same way. She likes the glamour, the glory, the spotlight. Brian Goles, or whatever the fuck his name is. Carol Jane Clanghorn Wilson, or whatever the fuck her name is. Kylie Akers Underhill, Emily Gordon, all these people who just want to look like big shots and everything instead of actually doing what they're supposed to do without all that other extra shit attached to it. They can't get over that. They can't get beyond this idea that, there are some things you can do in life that doesn't require you to look like a fucking big shot. Everything, you're not a celebrity, okay? And everything you do does not require press. It doesn't require It doesn't require all the media attention. It doesn't require that. I mean, there's just far too many people. Charity Hoskins is another one. I thought we were friends, but then she lied. She double-crossed. And I know she's subscribed to my YouTube channel here. She's acting like a watchdog. Well, that's fine. But, I've there's a reason why my videos are made public. Because even if you don't subscribe to my channel, you can still watch my videos. You can still, listen to my recordings. You can still have that. You can still hear me. You can still see me. I don't know. Grown people who act childish. They don't know how to act more mature than they are. But maybe that's it. They're just straight up immature. You can't say anything without someone, throwing a bitch fit, and then they drum up all these lies about you. And like Lisa Alterac, she's another one. She was going around saying some really stupid shit that I allegedly said when I never said it. I just wish these people would grow up and get a fucking life, And if you're going to believe what you're told without actually coming to me and finding out the truth, then you're just as stupid as they are, and you can go right ahead and believe whatever the fuck you want. The thing that really frightens me, though, about the whole situation, I've said this 1,000 times, is that every time someone comes up with these claims or these allegations that I've said something or done something or whatever, basically, in a nutshell, it's usually, it's always some kind of an instance where I've said something, done something, to which there's no evidence to substantiate a claim. So what they do is that they jump on a bandwagon. And, well, enough people get behind it, then it becomes believable. But if there's no evidence to substantiate that claim, if you can't prove it, then why should you believe it? I just don't understand that about people. Let's say this does go to court, okay? Let's say all this bullshit finally lands at the feet of a judge. The judge is going to ask you for evidence. Because anybody who makes a claim, the burden of proof rests with you, if you're the one making the claim. That's just the way that works. And you got to have evidence to make your case. So if you're going to accuse me of being a predator, which by the way is slander, defamation, if you're going to accuse me of doing something, and you plan on filing a report against me when you have no evidence or no grounds to do so, you're just making yourself look like a fucking fool. And Tom Mitchell, being the CEO of the Still Brave Childhood Cancer Foundation, take my advice, don't donate a penny to him. Don't give his nonprofit organization a single red fucking cent. Because I'm telling you, right here and right now, people who are supposed to be leaders and people who are supposed to be inspirational, they don't act like this. They don't engage in this kind of behavior. They just don't. People who are in a position of helping other people, they're supposed to be well-known, respected, what have you. They're supposed to act better than this. Because there's someone that you don't like, you don't get to jump on the fucking bandwagon. You just don't. Because it's a horrible reflection of your nonprofit organization. And anybody who has read anything about me from Tom Mitchell if you still continue to support the Still Brave Child of Cancer Foundation, you are no better than he is, because you are supporting a fucking liar. And the thing is that Tom Mitchell knows he's a fucking liar. He's just jumping on a bandwagon like a child. And I'll go on and on and on and on about this until people get it in their fucking heads that you cannot believe everything you see on Facebook. You just can't. Why is this so hard for people to understand? I mean, I pointed this out in the Sunday video this week, where I think what it is these people they've always had some kind of a preconceived notion or bias about me in the first place, whether they met me or talked to me or what have you. They've always had this notion or this bias about me, that now when they see this from other people, they have something to, oh, well, now this makes sense, now we're connecting the dots. Well, no, that's not how that works. It's not how it works. Because if me getting upset, if my response to someone's allegations, bullshit allegations, if my response of anger is the only thing you see, then maybe perhaps you should know the other side of the fucking story. You know, I'm sick of being branded as some kind of a bad guy. I haven't done anything wrong. I've always been decent to everybody. I don't have a drunk problem. I don't have a drug problem. Somehow emailing someone is just horrific. Yeah, let's make a federal case out of a guy emailing and just wanting to get to the bottom of a situation, because we know how fucking terrible that is. I don't know, man. These people are just they're nasty. They're just fucking straight up nasty. And I don't want to, spoil anyone's Thanksgiving holiday. Everybody's they have a cheery disposition. I don't want to spoil that, but even at Thanksgiving, when I pander the things that I'm thankful for, it's like, wow, what am I thankful for? Surviving all the shit that I've been through? Should I be thankful for the way people treat me and I still managed to get out on the other side of it? Wanting to, I've had thoughts of taking my own life. I just don't understand how I'm supposed to be happy-go-lucky, cheery, thankful for having gone through what I've gone through, or having been through what I've been through, and I'm supposed to just take it in stride. And all this shit, well, I heard this about you, I've heard that. I don't fucking care what you heard. I really and truly don't give a fuck what you've heard. I only care about what you can demonstrate. I've said this 1,000 times, and I'll say it as often as I can to get people to understand that that's how that works. And as I've already pointed out, if any of this shit ever goes, if it ever actually makes it to a courtroom and I'm being summoned to appear in court, the judge is going to say the same thing. You got to show evidence of that. So Tom Mitchell, I don't care how many different, these emails, oh, he's just emailing people. So what? So what? Then I'll make a case against you for the bullshit you emailed me, Tom. I'll do that. Tattooed freak. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, these people in the child of cancer world are fucking nasty. I'm glad I'm not a part of the cause anymore. I'm glad that I detached myself away from that. But there are still a lot of people that I speak to. There are still people that I speak to from the child of cancer world. But I'm just not associated with the cause anymore. I shit on the cause. Perhaps if I would have been treated a lot better than what I, you know, if I would have been treated better than I was, then I'd feel differently about it. But if you're going to treat me like I'm a piece of dirt, then, you know, you're going to get what you give. It's just how that works. I don't know. I just wish things could have been different. And there are times when I think back, well, if I wouldn't have said anything about Ronnie, it wouldn't have gotten bad. It would have been okay. But as an advocate, I delivered on my word. Because an advocate is not just someone who, you know, you don't just raise awareness to childhood cancer. You have to call out the bad, and you got to have evidence to support it, which I've done. Which I have absolutely done. No regrets. I don't have a problem calling anybody out. But this idea that I'm supposed to be happy-go-lucky and thankful and have a cheery disposition for Thanksgiving, it just doesn't work. Even at Christmas time, I don't have a Christmas spirit. I'll be happy when December 26th gets here, because it's another 12 months of normalcy that I'll get, that I'm afforded. And these people who, they listen to my words and they don't care for my language, they don't care for my views or my opinions. They look at me like I'm a horrible guy because I say the fuck word. It's just so trivial that people are going to get that uptight over a word. Just like this person I got in kind of a bit of an argument with in an email. I mean, she literally, because she found out that I get a check every month, and the thing is, she made an assumption, being the judgmental bitch that she is. She made an assumption saying, well, I don't know how you can get a check with one kidney and blah, 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 blah. Well, assuming that's why I get the fucking check. This is why you can't talk about shit that you know nothing about. Shut the fuck up. If you don't know the situation, keep your fucking mouth shut. You don't get to talk about things that you don't know anything about. You judgmental bitch. How dare you? But anyway. I've always, when I first started talking about it in 2013, when I became an advocate or whatever, I really and truly loved everybody that I was connected with. Everybody. I mean, I got along with everybody. It ruined my life. In the long run, Facebook just ruined my life. It fucking destroyed me. And when I point out the flaws or when I point out the problems, I'm the bad guy. No, I'm not the bad guy. I'm only the bad guy because these are people who can't handle truth when they're presented with it. There's just a whole bunch of people now who are against me. They despise me. They just want nothing to do with me anymore. Abby Armstrong and Abby Krause. A lot of people that I used to talk to. It's like I remember a time Abby Armstrong and I were doing a video chat, and she was hitting a crack pipe. But yet I'm the bad guy. Okay. I don't know. People are just cunts. They're just cunny, and they're mad at the fucking world, and they're just straight up bitches. You know? I'm not mad at the world, because I still treat people the way that I would like to be treated, but, you know, the thing is, treating people the way that I would like to be treated comes with a price. Because not everybody's going to treat you the way that you want to be treated. And it's the shitty thing about it. You never get back what you put in. And it's really a shame. You think you know people, and then they stab you in the fucking back. And I have to find out the hard way. You know? That's okay. I haven't changed, other than, you know, now I'm very outspoken about certain people. You know, I don't care. Crystal Hubbard. Oh well. Another one I thought I got along with, and then she was so quick to turn her back. She heard something about me, or she read something about me, and then boom, you know, put me on the block list. She's got her head up Milk Tyson's ass, Milk Tyson being a sexual predator. Typical of a drug addict. Got fucking bags around her eyes, like she hasn't slept in fucking 2 years. I don't know. People are really just they show their true colors. Eventually everybody shows their true colors. And I think back to all the different organizations that I've supported, all the different you know, everything I've ever done to show my love and support for people who just never appreciate it, because instead of looking at the person on the inside, they look at a person on the outside and they make judgments about them. Well, he's a weird looking guy, he walks funny, he talks funny, he's a this, he's a that. I live in that kind of a world. People don't look at your inner beauty, they look at the outside. And it's unfortunate, you know. It's really fucking unfortunate. Judgmental fucking bastards anyways. And bitches, and Carrie Rickman. Sarah Gokenauer. All these people I could just ramble on and ramble on and ramble on. Tammy Stamper, and yeah, all these people who I never hear from until such time, like this one girl named Sapphire. Never heard, you know, we never had conversations up until I would post something on Facebook. And this is back when we were friends. It had gotten to the point where I would never hear from her until I would post something that was controversial. Then she would have something to say about it. All these people are just fucking fake. They're fucking frauds. There is no such thing as a real friend anymore. I'm convinced. No wonder I'm alone all the time, because everybody else is too fucking full of shit to want to be around or to want to associate with. They all think the same. They all try to look the same. They all want to appear the same. It's like, why can't you just be yourselves and just do what you need to do to get things done? Why does everything require a spotlight? Why does everything require press? Why does everything require something big all the time? Y'all think alike. Y'all act the same. And I don't act like you. I don't want to look like you. I don't want to act like you. I don't want any part of you people. After the way you treated me, fuck off. I want no part of you. Just, it does, that pain will never go away, and a lot of my friends that I still talk to, they say, well, you gotta let that shit go, dude. You gotta let it go. It's gonna eat you alive. And it's easy for you to say. It's really fucking easy for you to say. You're not the one who's being lied and gossiped about. And, you know, like Melissa Markham, I used to be friends with her. You know, and then she cut ties with me and my dad. I don't have any beef with her other than the fact that, you know, she should know better. We've been talking this whole time. This whole fucking time. This is never going to change. It's never going to get better. It's never going to get better. And I'm kind of just left with my own loneliness, I guess. You know, I'm just sitting here and thinking and reminiscing on things, and it's like, what in the fuck? You know? All these people who I thought were my friends, I never hear from them anymore. If you're gonna be that quick to turn your back, then you were never my friend to begin with. But I guess now it's just that it's the point of, you know, I guess what I have to do is just pick up and move on, and I gotta live my life one day at a time. But the thing that really just boggles me, and the hypocrisy with these people is so fucking thick. You know, they're always, constantly, all the time, they're ragging on, oh, Jared likes to stalk people, harass people. What the fuck do you think they're doing? No matter where I go or what I do, these people think that they always have to know every fucking move I make. When I went down to Louisiana last summer, my haters were messaging the people I was staying with. Oh, be careful of that Jared Fuller. Well, you know what? We were looking at each other and fucking laughing our asses off. I am sick to death. But yet, when I email someone just to find out why they're treating me this way, that's wrong. But it's okay for you to stalk my friends just to warn them about me. You fucking hypocrite loser. Well, you know what? It didn't affect my friendship either way, so good luck with that. I've got far too many friends even now today, even still. I have far too many friends who I still talk to. I don't give names of the people who I talk to, because the minute I do, my haters who are listening to this, they're going to go back and, you know, quote unquote, warn them about me, but yet I'm the stalker. Okay. It's ridiculous the way people are. These people are just losers, you know. Just fucking losers. That's all they are. And I'm not supposed to be hurt. I'm not supposed to be disappointed. I'm not supposed to feel anything. I'm supposed to just take it in stride, carry on with a big old fucking fat smile on my face, and pretend like nothing ever happened. Well, I'm not a robot. I'm a human being, and I have feelings just as much as the next person. I just wish people would have considered my feelings a little more instead of looking at me or treating me as an option. I don't know. I don't know. I'm hurt and upset about a lot of things, but I'm learning to carry on, and I'm learning to do the best I can with what I have, and the people that I talk to. I still talk to lots and lots of people, so I'm not too worried about that, because the people who really and truly know me and love me, they know that the shit that's being said about me is a fucking lie anyway. So, just like there was a rumor going around that the families that Jared went to see, they don't want him back. Well, that's not true either, because those people that I've actually went to visit to see, we've been keeping in contact, even now, even today. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. It's just lie after lie after lie after lie, huh, Russ Boggs? Russ Boggs, of course, pretending to be Jack L. Karstens on Twitter. I mean, this guy, as I pointed out many times before, this guy's just a fucking low-life, flaky-ass loser. He sings about blowjobs and posts a picture of a tree trunk, and because it resembles a vagina, it turns him on, and he's just a straight-up fucking pig. And the whole situation with him and his ex-old lady is entirely fucked up anyway, because his ex-old lady, what I found out, his ex-wife's other man had a fetish for wearing diapers during sex. Yeah. Oops, did I say that out loud? Oh, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't put people's personal business out there like that. Oh my god. Fuck them. But yet, again, I'm the bad guy. I'm the creep. Okay. But anyway, guys, I'm starting to drag a little bit again. I'm going to get out of here and probably lie down and get some more sleep. Drink some more of my red Powerade and reply to that text message I received on my phone here in a little bit. Powerade is good. But anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving tomorrow. And I hope that I hope your holiday is good. I hope that you get to spend it with people you love and care about. I hope you have that sense of love and warmth with people who are surrounding you, and you're surrounding them. I hope they get that feeling in return. I don't even know what I'm thankful for, other than being here another day. But just to be here another day, I mean, it's not a given that I'm going to be here tomorrow or next week or next year or next month or what have you. So I am thankful for every day I get, but I would have been more thankful if people would have considered my feelings and listened to what I had to say. But they didn't. They read something on Facebook and, well, must be true. Block. Fuck you. And that's all I got to say about that. Like Forrest Gump, that's all I got to say about that. Life is like a box of chocolates. But anyway, guys, I'm out of here. again, have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I love you all. And whether you hate me or whatever the case may be, you hate me or you have a strong disgust for me, I don't know what your situation is, but, I was always on your side, whether you knew it or not. And the mob mentality will only get you so far before it makes you look ridiculous and foolish to the people who actually know better. So, have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I'm going to go lie down and get some more rest because I'm not feeling too strong right now. I'm starting to drag. But have a good Thanksgiving, guys. I hope you get full. Drive safe if you have rain or snow in your area. I'll see you on the next one. Toodaloo.